seemed fishy to me, and I don't know. I've just had bad feeling this whole time.
This story just turns my stomach. It just makes me question humanity. Neighbors helped search for 4-year-old Ethan Stacy. Look at this precious young child, this little boy. Look at that smile. His mother and stepdad reported him missing. They are now suspects in his murder. Vicki Ziegler, family law attorney, I don't buy this whole notion that the courts are overloaded. That's why they can't research the details. It's going to cost $1 million to prosecute these sickos.
I agree, and the courts do have resources to make sure that things like this don't happen to these poor defenseless children. A psychological evaluation should have been had based upon the allegations that the father made against his ex-wife. There is no reason why this child should not have been supervised when sent all the way to Utah alone for the entire summer. It's ridiculous. I don't know what happened in this case, but the justice system did a major wrong, and now this poor family has to grieve this young boy. It is horrible. Morally, it is despicable, and there's a lot of people to blame in this case. As family law attorneys, such as myself, this is what we do. We fight for children's rights, and we want to make sure that children are safe. What is in the best interest of these children? Ethan's best interest was not to go to his mother and new stepfather, who had a rap sheet, as you said, a mile long.
And why in the world would these sickos fight to get him only to allegedly torture him to death? None of Nathan's prior convictions are for violent crimes, but there have to be red flags. His own cousin told a reporter, quote, I actually spoke to somebody in the family, and they said that Nate will eventually kill somebody, and he will be on the news one day. I mean, come on, Mark Eiglarsh, if a cousin says that, you know it's got to be bad.
Yeah, and Jane, let me just, I don't want to put all the blame on a judge here who again, sees whatever they have in front of them. I think there were failures here, but it's someone's job to bring that stuff to the judge's attention. The blame falls exclusively on this alleged monster Nate, who I've nicknamed 47, because since 1850, Utah has executed 46 people.
I hope, well, you know what, I don't even want to get into it because I'm still too depressed about this little boy. I'm still way too depressed. Go ahead.
And James, the funny thing about this case, it's so ironic, is that they got divorced around, I think, April 28th. They get remarried May 1st. Did the father, Mr. Stacy, know anything about this individual? How long were they dating? I mean, their divorce only took a couple months. In my world, that's a short period of time.
Steve Cardian, what do you make of it? Why didn't they research and find out she was living with this creep?
Well, Jane, it's quite possible that they didn't have that available information that we're hearing now to be presented to the judge. When a husband says that he's concerned about her wife's mental state, it should be looked at very closely. His felony convictions, drug convictions, the absence of violence. My big question is, what does it take for the maternal instinct to break down to this degree, in which a mother normally would see associated with drug use or extreme emotional disturbance for this type of a crime to occur?
All right, we have to leave it right there. What a sad ending. Thank you, panel. You're watching it.
Everybody, please light a candle and say a prayer for Ethan. This little boy suffered tremendously, and now he's in a better place.